Today we're going to talk about how can I handle my emotions better. Because a lot of us feel a lot of negative emotions. Sometimes the more kinesthetic ones really get overwhelmed by emotions. And a lot of other women just dissociate from those negative emotions, which means they just go right into their heads. And when they get into their heads, they often also just get completely stuck there, because we can't always work out emotional things with our heads. It doesn't always work. We need two of our minds to form a team together. So, do you ever feel stuck or anxious or overwhelmed, frustrated, or just sad? And wouldn't you love to just be free of those negative emotions, free of that baggage? You know, I'm going to teach you a tool today to help you manage some of these negative emotions. And we can, of course, work with them one by one. I'm a personal breakthrough life coach, right? And I teach women how to lead themselves, including their emotions, including their thoughts, including the people they love or the people they serve, and how to love themselves as well. Now, we work with releasing all the inner blocks to do with relationship or career or just personal. We do a full emotional, mental detox of that baggage. So literally, the client will come and put her backpack down, literally, and open it up and say, look, there's all this shit in here. How can we remove one rock, one stone, one weed at a time and refresh this garden so that I can plant the seeds and I can create the feelings I want to create, the life I want to create, the relationship and the career I want to create. So once the mind is clear of these limiting negative thoughts and the heart is clear of the negative emotions, then a person can take clear direction and take courageous, bold action towards their dreams, towards what they want to create. So today I'm going to teach you something that I teach my clients, which is about how the mind works, and I'm going to give you a very small tool of how to handle some of the emotions as they come up for you. So our minds bring up negative emotions for resolution. What does that mean? For resolution, which means something to solve. There's been a problem in the past, perhaps, that didn't quite get worked out, possibly because we were only young and didn't have the capacity or didn't have that ability, or nobody older was there to tell us, listen, don't worry about this, it's all going to be all right. You're amazing, you are enough, you can let go of this, you can forgive this, etc. So because we've held on to it, because it's still unresolved, the mind will bring up the emotion because it's saying, here, hello, I'm here, please will you help me? Yeah, please talk to me. Please pay attention. Now, usually what we do is we just numb ourselves. You can eat chocolate, drink wine, go out partying, social media. You could do all sorts of things to avoid it, but it doesn't really go away. You could even go on a nice holiday, you know, long weekend or 3 weeks away, and you come back and you find that same thing pops up and it goes, hello, I'm here. Now, these emotions can scare us. So one of the things we work with is just releasing the resistance to being able to pay attention and creating a trust between you and the part of your mind that brings up the emotions, what we call the unconscious mind. So these emotions that can pop up when they're least wanted, least expected, and our logical minds are like, oh my goodness, why did I behave like that? Why did I cry? There was no need to cry. Why did I shout? Or whatever I did. Now, you know, when we do the mental emotional detox process, a lot of the time the homework that I give you, and this is the tool I'm going to teach you today, is to just pay attention. Sometimes that's enough. Think of a toddler, Toddlers will misbehave, what we call misbehave, go here and there, do things we probably don't want them to do. But as soon as we start watching them, they know, mama's watching, yeah, a parent figure's watching, let me be on my best behavior. So this paying attention is very, very important. Now, one more thing I want to explain about our minds is that I often describe it as a garden. And think of your garden and how you would like it to be. So imagine if you were free of your blocks, if free of anger, sadness, hurt, fear, guilt, confusion, frustration, overwhelm, stuckness, and you could just be squeaky clean of that. And then you could plant in there really resourceful, excellent patterns for handling things in life, for creating the business of your dream, the career that you want, the pay rise, the family life, the relationship, everything you wanted. You could plant those seeds in and just enjoy watering them and sunshining them as they grew. You would become a different person. Absolutely. So paying attention to this is very, very important, as I said. Now, you can contact me, of course, if you want more details. If you want a one-to-one conversation with me, I'd be happy to chat with you and see if we can work together. And in the meantime, let's just go through this one quick tool. So I want you to write this down, and I'll note it in the bottom of this video as well. 3 things to important. 1, to breathe. 2, to pay attention to your body and notice where are you feeling the emotion. Just notice it. So the 3 things to notice are: 1, what do you feel right now? If you can label it, if you can write it down, you can have a good vent, grab yourself a piece of paper and pen when you get triggered and just write out everything uncensored and observe yourself with compassion as your unconscious mind just offloads everything. That's very powerful. Don't underestimate that. And then ask yourself, where in my body do I feel these things? Is it in my chest? Is it in my throat? Is it in my head? And just pay very loving attention to these parts of your body. Just give yourself 2 or 3 minutes to breathe at those places. So if you're feeling a lot of anger in your head, just take some deep breaths and focus all your attention on that part. And just imagine that this part could just resolve and dissolve itself magically. Whatever comes into your imagination is perfect. Just let it arise. And the final thing that's really important to remember is to ask for the message. And again, you can write that down with your pen and paper. What's the message? What is this emotion? What is this part, this discomfort inside? What is it teaching me? What do I need? Maybe it means you need to have a nap. Maybe it means you need to say no to something. Maybe it means you need to go to a coach and sort out an issue that's been troubling you for long. Maybe it means you need to avoid certain places, certain situations. So whatever it's telling you, I invite you to listen and to learn to begin to trust. Maybe it just needs help with something, this part of you. So I hope you enjoy this process. You can do it along with me now, or even by rewinding the video, or you can do it in your own time. It's pretty simple. It's simple to know what to do. What's hard is to actually sit down and do it and break your state. Yeah, it's important to break your state. All right, enough of my lectures for today. I'll be back soon, and have a beautiful day wherever you are. Bye for now.